Hey, it's Matt again with another video, and today we are going to make a 9-foot tack cable. Before we get started, what we're going to want to do is make sure we have everything we need. We have our ferrules, our nuts, our tips. But one thing you're probably seeing here is we don't have a tip here. That's because we are using a compensating ferrule on the other side, and we are going to end up swedging down the 150 core into a 124 size that'll slide right into that tip. Now to get started, we'll cut our casing and we'll get our ferrules mounted and we'll go from there. Now that our casing is done, let's go crimp on the ferrules. Now, someone in the comments a few videos ago was asking me about the kind of pliers I use, and the answer to that is a custom-made set. I actually have specific dies made for these, and then they're mounted onto a generic kind of handle. And that's because the sizing I need and will use most often, I can't just get on something off the shelf, so I have to get them custom made. And if you're, I guess, interested in a pair, I'll leave a link to them in the comment section below, and you can get one for yourself if you should so choose. Now let's continue on with these ferrules. And like I've said earlier, the compensating ferrule does have a little bit of a plastic fill in it, so it does have a bit of a stop when you go to put them on, so they don't go down too far. And that's good, and that lets us do things a little quicker. And as always, make sure your nut is on appropriately, and then we can go and fit our inner core. So now what we're going to do is crimp our 104 square tip onto our 150 inner core, and then what we're going to do is line them in to the outer casing. And we are going to determine what length we need to trim off and edge down to then swedge the one side to a 124 so it fits inside the compensating ferrule. And let's get that going. So this here is our swedging tool. This one specifically is for swedging 150 core into 124. We have a couple other ones down over here, but today we're going to be using this one. And we're going to hammer this core through the die, and then what will happen is it'll create a little square section which we will be able to file down with the grinder, and it'll slide right into the compensating tip. So let's get started. Need my bigger hammer here. Now, as you can see, we have that all swedged down. I've actually trimmed it up and put a little tip on it off camera. And just to make sure it fits, slide our tip on. Everything slides in nice and smooth. So we'll get this mounted inside the casing and we should be good to go and ready for grease. And that's how you make a 9-foot tachometer cable with a compensating tip. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the comment section below. As always, like and subscribe, and we'll come to you next week with another video. Thanks for watching.